Good morning, America. Breaking news, urgent manhunt. 2 police officers ambushed overnight, targeted and killed while sitting in their cars.
Possible rifle rounds. There's an officer down.
A suspect on the run, a massive search right now.
Our new poll shows the race for the White House remains neck and neck as Hillary Clinton brings out all the big guns.
This guy, don't be bamboozled.
Hoping to turn attention back to Donald Trump and away from that bombshell FBI investigation as Trump makes his case to be president.
The Clintons are the sordid past. We are the bright future.
Both sides crisscrossing the country with just 6 days to go until the election.
NBA Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen, caught in a nasty divorce battle, revealed in newly released 911 calls.
Can you send someone over here? My husband's being really aggressive with me.
There's no incident, ma'am. Can you talk to this lady?
His estranged wife pleads for help just days before the couple separated. We have what Pippen is saying this morning.
And battle to be the greatest.
Cubs are forced to Game 7.
The Cubs in it to win it, sealing their lead overnight with an epic grand slam.
After all, grand slam.
A first in the World Series in more than a decade.
You're forced to deliver whenever the game's come on the line.
Now forcing the Indians to a Game 7 as fans rally from Cleveland to Wrigleyville ahead of tonight's final championship showdown.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA with Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, and Michael Strahan.
Good morning, America. Good morning, Cubs fans. Are you okay, George?
I'm okay. I said let it go to 7.
And it has gone to 7. It has gone to 7. Chicago going crazy with this victory.
Everybody's going crazy with it. It was a crazy game last night, and this is the cover of this morning's Chicago Sun-Times. The hero, Addison Russell, celebrating that grand slam. But this is how he warms up before the game. The man can not only hit, he has some dance moves. Woo! He'll be doing that again in preparation for the game. A lot of people are making a big deal of this, and I'm like, why? I walk past George's dressing room every morning. That's what he's doing. I've seen it before.
You can have that little camera in your tie. We got a lot more on that coming up. Also, a lot more on the race for the White House. Just 6 days to go right now, and our new poll is back to a tie, 46-46, Clinton and Trump. More on that later. But we begin with the breaking news. 2 police officers ambushed and killed overnight in Iowa. Let's get right to our senior justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. Pierre, the killer's still on the loose.
Indeed. Good morning, George. The hunt underway for whoever assassinated those officers, as police in Iowa are forced to respond to those nightmare words, officer down. This time, 2 murdered in the line of duty.
Possible rifle rounds. There's an officer down.
This morning, a statewide manhunt underway for at least one suspect accused of executing 2 officers in cold blood.
Black male wearing shorts was in the vehicle, got out to make the shots, and then jumped back into the vehicle, now traveling eastbound.
Some danger out there. There's somebody out there shooting police officers.
According to police, the ambush-style attacks occurred about 20 minutes apart, beginning at 1:06 a.m. The first officer shot sitting in his car on patrol alone.
Another officer hit over there.
The second officer killed while responding. He was also found shot in his car. These shootings come as officers killed by guns in the line of duty is up dramatically this year by 48%.
And police there are deeply concerned that this is not over and that there's someone out there targeting officers. Robin?
Incredibly tragic. All right, Pierre, thank you. Now to the race for the White House. Just 6 days to go, and Hillary Clinton is calling on her top surrogates to rally in the battleground states, making an all-out push in Florida last night. ABC's Cecilia Vega is on the trail there in Fort Lauderdale. Good morning, Cecilia.
Robin, good morning to you. The final sprint is happening right here. Donald Trump calls Florida a must-win. Hillary Clinton's team calls it the most important state on the map, and they are both right here this morning fighting for it. Hillary Clinton crisscrossing Florida. 3 stops, 1 message.
It's not okay to insult people. It's not okay. And look at what he does. He calls women ugly, disgusting, nasty all the time.
Clinton trying to shift the focus away from her emails by delivering a blistering assault on Donald Trump.
Started with immigrants, moved on to Latinos, African Americans, Muslims, people with disabilities, prisoners of war.
A greatest hits list with a special guest appearance from Alicia Machado.
He made fun of me.
The former beauty queen Donald Trump insulted because of her weight.
I mean, really, can we just stop for a minute? and reflect on the absurdity of Donald Trump finding fault with Miss Universe.
Clinton calling on her powerful friends to make a last-minute push, 7 surrogates. 8 battleground states, 17 events yesterday alone.
If you disrespected women before you were elected, you will disrespect women once you're president.
Donald Trump staying on message over those emails and telling early voters in some states they can still change their vote.
This is a message for any Democratic voter who have already cast their ballots for Hillary Clinton and who are having a bad case of buyer's remorse. Wisconsin is one of several states where you can change your early ballot if you think you've made a mistake. A lot of stuff has come out since you voted.
Now, there are a handful of states where you can change your vote. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Michigan among them. Minnesota, the deadline there to change your vote has passed. It is hard, though, to see this new push from Donald Trump having a huge impact. George, nearly 28 million people have already cast their ballots as of this morning.
Yeah, we're heading up to 40% of the vote. Okay, John, Carl, Matt Dowd join us now as well. And John, makes a lot of sense for Hillary Clinton to be in Florida, to carpet bomb Florida, because if she wins there, the election is over. But we're also seeing both campaigns branch out to these blue states in the upper Midwest.
Yeah, absolutely. You see some real nervousness and anxiety on the part of the Clinton team about states that they have thought had been solidly in their camp. Hillary Clinton is going to be in the state of Michigan the Friday before the election. In Michigan, this is a state that they thought that they had wrapped up a long time ago. Priorities USA, which is the Hillary Clinton super PAC, is now advertising in Michigan, in Wisconsin. They're back in Colorado, which is a state that they had pulled out of weeks ago, and in Pennsylvania. So
Building
there's
up
concern.
that firewall. Okay.
All right, Matt, we have less than a week to go.
Yep.
But what can we expect from both of these camps in the final days?
Well, in honor of Game 7 of the World Series, baseball. So I think what happened in the last week is that Donald Trump put a few runs on the board in the 8th inning and cut Hillary's lead from 5 to about 3 is where it is today. So we're headed into the 9th inning now. And Hillary got out of it without giving up the total lead. I think the race is about a 2 or 3 point Hillary advantage in this, and she still has a sort of a frayed wall, but a wall in the Electoral College. So 9th inning, and she's still slightly ahead, but anything can happen.
She should have brought Andrew Miller in.
She made a few errors. She made a few errors.
But in the 9th inning, can anything be done to sway voters at this point?
Well, it's interesting. I think because we just talked about early vote, there's already almost 30 million votes cast, so those are in the bank. It's like runs that she's already scored in this. I think you can. You have to prevent errors, right? Not commit errors in the final inning, and not give up the long ball. And I think that's what each side has to do. Donald Trump still has to put some singles and doubles in to score some runs in this, but just not commit errors.
But John, Carl, one thing that Hillary Clinton has had to give up, she was looking when those polls were wide. Last week, she was hoping to end on a real positive note, not taking that tack right now.
Yeah, not at all. If you look at the way Hillary Clinton is closing out, I mean, Alicia Machado going after Donald Trump on the Miss Universe case. Look at her closing advertising. It's a combination of he is somebody who has sexually harasses women, and he is somebody who is going to blow up the world in a nuclear holocaust. I mean, it is a very negative taking the low road for both sides. This campaign is ending on the lowest note that I've ever seen.
And it's going to end with the two candidates with historic, unfavorable ratings in this. It's like the Boston Red Sox playing the New York Yankees when the fans love them, but most of America doesn't like them, and that's how this race is ending.
You know your baseball, huh?
We can go anywhere. We can do hockey, football.
Okay, thank you both. Just 6 days away from the election. Our full live coverage starts Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. I'm going to be anchored with our entire political team right here on ABC.
It's going to be a long, long night. But now to that deadly explosion at a major gas pipeline in Alabama. Fears are growing that the blast could send prices skyrocketing at the pump as we head into the busy Thanksgiving travel season. ABC's Philip Minna is in Alabama, but the ripple effects are being felt all around the country. Good morning, Philip.
Hi, Robin. Good morning. Yeah, drivers in this region could start seeing those ripple effects in the next day or two. I spoke with some gas station managers around here who say that customers are already bracing themselves for a shortage, and they're hitting the pumps to top off their tanks before the prices go up. The smoke from that deadly Alabama pipeline explosion could be seen for miles. This morning concerns the impact from it will be felt by millions. Drivers looking to fill their tanks may soon be facing a price hike in the wake of the blast.
This situation, if not immediately alleviated, could pose a real risk for gas price increases going into Thanksgiving.
The severed pipeline stretches from Houston, Texas to New Jersey, supplying gasoline to about 50 million people in 13 states. That's nearly half of the region's fuel. News of the explosion and subsequent shutdown triggering a state of emergency in Alabama.
It affects not only Alabama, but states all up and down the eastern seaboard.
Gas futures skyrocketing as much as 15% Tuesday before easing off. Just 2 months ago, a leak on that same pipeline led to days of dry pumps and price hikes in a half dozen states. 17 cents in Tennessee, 28 cents in Georgia. And the fear is this shutdown could be even worse. Just how long and how severe that shortage will be, it depends on how quickly they can get that pipeline repaired. Officials are hoping it'll be done by Saturday, but George, that's no sure thing.
Not at all. Okay, Philip, thanks very much. We're going to get the latest now on Bill Cosby heading back to court today as he tries to convince the judge to throw out those sexual assault charges, prevent his accusers from testifying. ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with more on the pretrial hearing. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, George. The biggest item on the docket for this now day 2 of the pretrial hearing is if testimony from 13 other accusers will be permitted in the trial. Pennsylvania law only allows such testimony if it demonstrates a pattern of behavior, but the defense says the testimony is old and irrelevant.
Another face-off this morning for the second day in a row as Bill Cosby heads back to court, where his lawyers are fighting to keep potentially damning evidence out of his upcoming sexual assault trial. The current case stems from an alleged assault back in 2004 with former Temple University employee Andrea Constand. Prosecutors argue that testimony from 13 of his more than 50 accusers is relevant to this case. The prosecution says the other women should be allowed to testify to show Cosby had a signature pattern of behavior that spanned decades, where he allegedly drugged and sexually assaulted dozens of women.
The prosecution must think that this is important to their case, or they wouldn't have filed the prosecution motion seeking to have 13 potential witnesses testify.
But Cosby's lawyers argue the women's memories are tainted by time and prejudiced by media coverage.
Here we are now 12 years later, asked to defend a case where witnesses have died, memories have faded.
Cosby has pleaded not guilty, and his lawyers are not only calling for the judge to make the alleged victims take memory and competency tests, they want the case dismissed altogether.
Mr. Cosby is now almost 80 years old and blind, and there is no good reason in this world for this case to go forward.
What do you say to the people who now say, well, come on, we're talking about, you think 60 people would make this up?
We've seen it so many times in our criminal justice system where there are a multitude of accusers, and yet it was determined that there was no case.
The prosecution is also hoping to get Cosby's 2005 deposition included in the trial, where he answered questions in Constand's civil suit after he was assured by the then district attorney that he would never be prosecuted. Cosby and his legal team have always maintained his encounter with Constand was consensual. George.
Okay, Lindsay, thanks. We got Amy here now with the rest of the morning's headlines, starting with an earthquake in Oklahoma.
That's right. In fact, parts of Oklahoma were shaken by a 4.5 magnitude earthquake overnight, not far from Tulsa. This was the 5th quake to hit that state in one day and was felt as far away as Kansas City. Recent quake activity has raised concerns about fracking and the disposal of wastewater from energy production. Well, there are new details now in the mystery surrounding Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Investigators now believe no one was controlling that plane when it plunged into the Indian Ocean in 2014. They believe it ran out of fuel and spiraled into the water, killing all 239 people on board. The circumstances and the location of that plane, though, remain a mystery. Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad said he has no regrets about the civil war in his country, blamed for 500,000 deaths. In a rare interview, Assad told reporters the social fabric of Syria is better now. He blames terrorists and the U.S. government for the bloodshed and says he plans to stay in office until 2021. Well, Pope Francis is making it clear there will never be women priests in the Catholic Church. While flying home from Sweden, the Pope reaffirmed the position laid out by John Paul II, who said ordaining women was not possible because Jesus chose only men as his apostles. And finally, well, sometimes they are a change-in. This Thanksgiving, for the first time, you'll be able to do more than just call the Butterball hotline for turkey tips. You're going to be able to text your questions as well. Wow. The hotline has fielded some crazy questions in its 36 years. One caller asking whether a turkey in her father's freezer since 1969 would need some extra time to thaw. No word on the answer to that. Yeah, but you know what? I feel like texting, so 2015, I mean, my kids aren't going to get on board until you can Snapchat your questions. They don't even text anymore.
No. So passé.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a place to reach out to ask questions about the turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. I'm not cooking, though. That's the problem. but you know what is cooking? Baseball, everybody. What a night in Cleveland. The Chicago Cubs pushing it to Game 7. The sweetest words in sports. Game 7. TJ Holmes, you're in the stadium where history will be made. What you got, my man?
Hey, good morning, Stray. This is exciting, but you got to remember, this is also nerve-wracking, and it will give you chills because these are the two teams with the longest championship droughts in baseball. 108 years for the Cubs, 68 years for the Indians. So somebody's streak and suffering will end tonight. Problem is, somebody else's suffering is going to continue, and they might feel a pain like never before. Now, the Indians had a chance to wrap it up right here last night in front of their home crowd, but at times they looked like they were the ones who were cursed. Overnight, the Chicago Cubs defying the odds, crushing the Indians in Game 6 of the World Series. You're looking at the star of the night.
Fly ball to left center, at the wall, grand slam, 7-0 Chicago.
Addison Russell, just 22 years old, hitting the first World Series grand slam in a decade.
A lot of emotion was going through my head. Just happy it came tonight.
The young shortstop also catching the last out.
This is Russell. Cubs have forced a Game 7.
And earlier, hitting this two-run double when Cleveland outfielders seemed to forget the basics, like how to call for a fly ball.
Neither one gets it.
The Indians looking as though they were the cursed ones. Maybe they should ask Charlie Sheen about that. The actor, known for his role in the movie Major League, trolling the Tribe for not inviting him to throw the first pitch, tweeting, "Whoever is idiotically guilty of preventing me from throwing out the first pitch in any of these home games, well, just saying." But the Cubs had more than luck on their side last night. Their starting pitcher, Jake Arrieta, backing up the Cubs' stellar offense with strong pitching.
Struck him out. Arrieta into and out of trouble.
Cubs star third baseman Chris Bryant very happy with where the team is.
I love this team when our back's against the wall. It was just really good baseball.
Is there any other way this should have gone down except for Game 7?
Here we are in Cleveland, right? They have their history and their drought. You got the Cubs that were down 3-1. Here we got a Game 7. It is going to be so exciting.
Yeah, it's amazing, guys, to think I was here just 5 months ago talking about the Cavaliers ending a drought for the city of Cleveland in professional sports, and here we are. They could pick up another one, but guys, it gives you chills. You hate it for any fan base that has to lose this series.
Well, I have a question for you, TJ. You're there, and do you get a feeling from the fans that maybe how the Cavaliers came back on Golden State, this could be happening to them with the Cubs?
See, the problem is it's on the opposite side, because who's coming back on this one? It would be the Cubs, right? Yeah. Nobody in Cleveland wants to hear that, but yes, it's the Cubs who were down 3-1 and can now make history. So they're getting inspiration from the very Cavaliers here in town. So I don't think anybody wants to hear any comebacks right now.
Not right now. All right, TJ, enjoy the game tonight. And what's the weather going to be like for the game?
And the weather's going to be really mild. I mean, this time of year, and when they had the World Series back a long time ago, it was snowing. So nothing like that. 64 degrees, less than 10-mile-per-hour winds. You could see some scattered showers, and that heat, guys, the all-time hottest November for many cities on the map there as we started yesterday. All right, let's get to the rainy cities now, brought to you by Capital One Venture Card.
Can I give it to you straight? That airline credit card you have, it could be better. It's time to shake things up. With the Capital One Venture Card, you get double miles on everything you buy, not just airline purchases. Seriously, think of all the things you buy.
Great. Is this why you asked me to coffee?
Well, yeah, but also to catch up. What's in your wallet?
Well, it's sunglasses for today, umbrellas for tomorrow, but both days are going to be unseasonably warm. Temperatures running very high, about 15 degrees above average. It will feel a lot like mid-September. 77 the forecast high for today with a southwesterly wind at about 5 to 10. And where we could set records is on Thursday with the record high temperature at 80 degrees. Again, we'll be tracking some rain for Thursday. It occurs anytime after about lunchtime to 1 o'clock. Cooler weekend coming our way.
Coming up, a stunning day in the court in that hot car trial. The ex-wife grilled over